Well, hello there. My name is Susan Hamilton. You're watching OBBM Live Special DFW Local Business. Specifically, this series was set up to talk about shelter in place. And now that some of these restrictions are being lifted, we are getting down to the nitty gritty. Things are opening back up. And for me, that makes me very excited. I hope it does for you. But we understand that you might be a little concerned about the marketplace right now. And I couldn't have a better guest today than Jake Jordan with Impact Over Attention. And he's going to help us understand a little bit about content and help you get comfortable with the business environment again. Thank you so much for being here, Jake.
Yeah, thanks, Susan. Appreciate you having me.
So you've got a really interesting approach. You're doing coaching and helping people understand content differently, because one thing you and I connected on early on was content's everywhere, right? It's a dime a dozen. What content makes the difference, pulls the trigger, turns the key?
Yeah, so I grew up on the ad agency side and did a lot of really cool things and created a whole lot of attention, content that got people's, attention and got people looking at web pages and people's businesses. But it just, we're in the past the information age now. We're kind of more in a curation age where there's information everywhere. So you got to find ways to stick out and for people to catch people's eye. And so that got me into a state where I was like, you know what, let's see if we can't find out ways to help people create impact with their content, not just get people's attention. And lo and behold, that turns out to be a really great way to get business too.
Yeah, surprise. That I love that what you bring to business first responders also. That makes that conversation really pop. You guys do a great job of making sure you're covering all of the quadrants in business. We can see it visibly with the gallery view, right? We can see that, but you also get it through the conversation. So tell us a little bit about some of the things that you're doing right now to help business open back up effectively.
Right. So one of the main things I wanted to do was when people are stressed out, a lot of times they get frozen and they'll stick in place. And I'm no different. I freeze up too, and I need people to shove me a little bit and get me off my center. Yeah. So I've been a part of some really great mastermind groups in the past. And so I was like, you know what? I want to open up just a group of support for business owners to help them just achieve a goal. Let's just get together and encourage each other and tell each other our goals. And but there's the catch. You have to put some money where your mouth is. So it's not a money-making venture, but like, how it goes, right? You put skin in the game, all of a sudden you care. So I've just got this pay what you want, 30 days of impact group, which has been fantastic. I'm starting my second month now. Last month, we did some really fantastic stuff with the people in it and achieved some goals. And I started it selfishly because I needed to be pushed off center. But I figured some other people could too,
Well, that's a good idea, and you're right. There has to be skin in the game. I learned a long time ago that anything that I did for free really didn't. That nothing came back, and I realized that that's really a concept of seed time and harvest. You've got to be able to put something in if you're going to watch it grow. The skin in the game says I care enough to do something with this because I don't want to just create a bunch of stuff that just sits there. That is meaningless to me, and it's painful. And I think that's a lot of times that's what the problem that people have with content. And it's one of the reasons the OBBM network was created, is to really look at how do we do it different? How do we get in there and help put those pieces together? So when you're working, what is something you're seeing right now as maybe one of the big things that you feel this group was able to accomplish?
Well, it's one of the concepts that I teach organizations around content is collaboration is key. Especially, it's really hard to reach audiences anymore just by putting something good up. You can't just post a blog and expect someone to find it. And you really can't even be on social media and go out and write good headlines anymore and expect people to find you. You have to know how to find people. And one of the best ways to do that is to collaborate where there's already audiences engaging, right?
Yes.
And so that's what this kind of group was in real life, was where can we get, in each other's lives, so to speak, and push each other around a little bit and collaborate so that good things happen. But it's a concept that works fantastic. Some of the best success I ever had for content campaigns was I was a part of a podcast that was on for about a year and a half, and we hit 3 million views, largely because we had 5 co-hosts. And we each had such a widespread kind of audience, and we just talked about life and genuine things. And we weren't trying to make any money. It just worked because there's that collaboration element that you just can't recreate any other way.
Well, you said you're doing this. You're going into your second month of this strategy, this pay as you go.
Yep.
So, out of your
Yep.
first month, do you have a success that you wanted? That something that you feel like was a major accomplishment that this group really benefited from doing this?
So we had several people in the group who wanted to clarify what they were selling,
Mm,
and maybe even pivot a little bit, like to figure out, okay, here's what I currently do. Is there a little bit different way to position this in this time based on we
excellent.
can't see each other, or there's a different way to package this up? And so we had two people redo their websites and redo their offering altogether. And one of them even created a download that was a little bit more relevant, and some email series and some stuff like that. And then we just help them find places to go get on podcasts or get on places so that they could offer and value. And so that was a super big success. We had some other people that were really just trying to get their self care back in place because
Ah,
they got too stressed and really left everything that they knew they should be doing because they were too stressed. So we just helped them get back on a self care schedule every day. That was it. We were just like, "What'd you do today? What'd you eat? Did you work out? Things like that." So it was. I think everyone got something. But a couple of them had some pretty big breakthroughs.
that is excellent, and that's exactly what the marketplace needs. They really do need that collaboration piece. And how does anybody get a hold of you if they want to work with you? Now, I share your links through Business First Responders and connect back over to your website. But do you have a preferred way for people to reach out to you and join your group?
Yeah, so my website's impactoverattention.com, and that's where you can find, the way into my world. But I'm on LinkedIn. That's kind of LinkedIn and Instagram are the two places I spend most of my time because B2B is a larger audience for me. So I'm on LinkedIn quite a bit, but I just love Instagram, honestly. So
I do too.
uh,
I do
yeah,
too.
yeah.
And
And I'm
they're a
bald Jake
challenge.
over there.
Do what?
I'm bald Jake over there.
I like Instagram. It's a lot of fun, and the engagement is fast. That's what I enjoy about it. You can really see real time
Hmm.
what's going on with that group. Well, that's wonderful. What's your big goal when you look forward now? Here we are, May 1. When you look
Hmm.
forward, Jake, what do you want to see happen over the next 30 days?
So actually, I'm in that accountability group, so I've already lined that out pretty specifically. I have to do it for myself too. Is my goal is has always been to become a better salesman of my own stuff. So I'm trying to create in the next 30 days a sales business development schedule for myself with assets that are templated out, so that I can spend more time working with people I want to work with and less time struggling to get business. And well, I want to turn that into a process versus me just going and selling every day. So that's
Oh,
my
it
big goal.
has to be.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm high fiving you right here.
All right.
That's
Boom.
that's exactly what you need, and you've got such a great team around you. And Jay's got some great insight about that too. And I've noticed that you guys have a real the attitude is always uplifting for the community, and which OBBM we love that. That's the whole point because we can
Yeah.
engage with people if they're going to get something that they can use. It's not just a
Mhm.
bunch of criticism
Right.
or problem rehashing that you can find in a lot of talk shows. It's really,
Absolutely.
hey, here's what it looks like to me. Here's what it looks like over here. And guess what? We're finding solutions like this. Man, if you have not been
Yeah.
listening to Business First Responders, which I'm excited, we're about to get back into TV again now that things have opened up. I'm like,
Yeah.
so all of it is just wonderful. And guys, you know what? Coming up, you're going to be able to come in and meet the first Business First Responders and sit in for the studio audience and get to ask these guys your questions right to them. It's going to be a fabulous experience. We're very much looking forward to having those specific dates lined out for you. So Jake, thank you so much for being here with us today. I'm excited to share you and get you going out there and let people know how big a group. That's one thing I didn't ask. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Before we
Mhm.
go, how you how big of a group are we talking about here with your strategy sessions?
So my current groups are 10 or less because I want there to be specific, tailored time for everyone to be able to get work on their own stuff. Trainings I'll do up to 50, but the small groups I think 10 or less.
I think that's best, and I think it gives a mastermind feel to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So now we've
Yeah.
got all the excellence coming to the table. Well, that's exciting. I
Exactly.
want in, and I bet you do
Yeah.
too. So get back over to impactoverattention.com, connect with Ball Jake on Instagram, and Jake Jordan everywhere you can find him, because this is insight you're going to really enjoy. Until next time, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing these OBBM lives now that shelter in place is lifted, but we're still transitioning, folks. So I don't think it's time to give up just yet. So hang on. We are encouraging the marketplace. Reach out to me. Go to the Offbeat Business Show, click in the link under the banner, and make sure you're connected with us and scheduled. Until next time, thank you so much, Jake Jordan.
Bye. Thank you.